Capitec proudly brings you My Design Rules. Bank on better.
Last week on My Design Rules, the duos tackled the kitchen and dining spaces together. As if that wasn't enough, property agents arrived to judge their entire upstairs. Now with 1 week left, the pressure is on. And for Signature Chardonnay, a family emergency has Beulah flying back to Joburg to be with her mom, leaving Fefe to finish this challenge alone.
We are halfway through our kitchen and dining room challenge, and with a deadline fast approaching, our duos are working hard to dish up a winning design. Now let's see who will handle the heat and who will freeze under the pressure.
What is happening behind me is a lot of work, I can tell you that much. We've got electricians here, we've got Islab kitchens and the tilers as well. We are going for some satin sprayed doors with a routed handle because we wanted to really upgrade and give a sense of luxury in this space. We're currently in the scullery, and this is one room that we modified quite a bit. I'm very happy with it. The only addition really is that we decided to Kit-Kat the walls, and I think it works wonderfully with the counters. So it's looking pretty good in here. I'm really happy that we invested in extra storage in our dishwasher compartment down here. I think this is a really cute addition to the space. We've decided to put our fridge under the stairs. Essentially, we wanted a clean look when you're looking at the back wall of the kitchen, and because this guy is big and bulky, we just wanted to move it to the side but still create that essential kitchen triangle. I'm very happy about this. It's a nice big Samsung fridge.
We have our marble coming, we have our stone coming. Easy Life's still busy with our cupboards. There's a lot happening and there's a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, there's some tiling still happening on site. We still need to mix grout to get it the specific color. There's so much that still needs to happen, but yeah, we feel good after the good feedback from the real estate agents.
So we have fabricated this beautiful piece of marble, which is cladding for House Shannon, and it was fluted. So we literally start off with the AutoCAD that transforms into a G-code, and is a simple instruction for the CNC machine how it should move. And how it moves is like, at every 2 mil it lowers down, it shaves off the stone, and it creates this beautiful piece of texture to the stone, which is marble. So I think the main reason why people like marble in the house is for each marble piece is such a unique piece. It's a natural stone being mined, and it differs from one mountain to another, and that adds value and character to any space where you add marble.
We have some beautiful backsplashes coming from Marble Mill. They've machined a beautiful slab of Polar Rosso marble from Rudy's Choice into a dimpled effect that we hope will create a really dramatic 3D effect once our beautiful LED lights in our tall cupboards are actually functioning.
It's taking like 6 men to push this marble into place in this cupboard, and it requires excellent planning. It is so stressful, and also because it was machined in that way, I guess it would make it a little bit more fragile. So we're just really hoping nothing goes wrong.
Now this is another trick up our sleeves. We have a wall that's there, just sitting there on the other side of our kitchen window. So what warms the kitchen more than having a herb garden? So we got these little bowls from Buco, and we're actually just gonna mount these against the wall, put in some herb plants, so it will give you a beautiful background. It's also terracotta, so it ties in with the whole Shiraz theme. Very excited to do this. It's gonna be a beautiful backdrop to our kitchen.
We chose moorland fog from Caesarstone, so that we are cladding our island with, as well as our tops. We are also using it to clad some of the cupboards on the sides and a little lip above our top cupboards above the window. And then we're also using it in the scullery.
It's quite a rewarding installation because, you know, you see the shell of your kitchen growing, and then it like kind of settles down, and then the stone comes, and then it's like cherry on top.
So I'm taking 5 minutes just to order the dining chairs, and because I've worked with Woodbender before, I'm going to trust them with the 8 chairs that we need for this particular project. I appreciate the detailing that they have in their chairs and how ergonomic they are. They've been doing this for such a long time. The The craftsmanship is really evident in how they really sculpt and shape the chairs and the wood itself. It's such a beautiful natural element. This challenge is pretty hectic when you're flying solo. It is an incredible amount of work, having to answer a million questions at once, and where's this, and how are we doing that, and what's the plan here, and having to go buy stuff still is pretty tough, but we're just gonna have to find a way to fit it all in.
Jawel, hierdie lyk flippin' amazing. Ek is so happy met hoe dit uitgekom het. Baie dankie.
Ek moet sê, dit maak dit nogal makliker om met 'n goeie kwaliteit klip te werk, veral as dit kom by marmer.
I'm super excited to see the stone on the kitchen island. After a long process of deciding on slabs at Interslab, we finally decided on the Paarl Rosso, and it truly is a striking stone. I think the double bullnose detail is just, pushing it over the edge. The sleek concrete Caesar stone in the kitchen will be used on the surfaces where predominantly you'll be doing your working. So, the prep bowl, the space where you have your appliances, because Caesar stone is very hard wearing, it doesn't stain, it's non-porous, it's a practical application for it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, stunning.
Want to take it up?
Oh, yeah. This light is something that we are especially very excited about from Nitrate, and we just thought this is something that we would love to feature on our home, get something made from them.
When this light shines on this light, it reflects off this bar here.
Being walnut as well, it's playing off well with our chair from David Crano in our lounge.
We are checking in with Collective Blinds on our motorized dining room blind. I am so excited to have one of my best friends and colleagues from Collective Blinds. They are absolute professionals when it comes to any window covering. We didn't actually need to do a direct power supply, is that right?
Yes, that is right, because you have two options, either doing the electrical motor blinds, which means you need to have electrical cables extended towards every window reveal, but we are doing the battery operated blind. So it's a battery, you have to charge it once a year.
I am at Stephen Pickett's studio. He makes the most incredible lights, and we're looking for a showstopper.
Look, we make use of recycled materials. Like this, for instance, is recycled glass. We make those pendants over there out of recycled mesh from truck air filters, from diesel truck air filters. We call these fire and ice. So what are you looking for?
So we're definitely looking for something that'll be on the lighter spectrum of things, something that will accentuate the signature Chardonnay theme. So light and airy. I'm thinking one of, like translucent, probably an ombre, just something that will really make it feel serene.
So what I would recommend for your dining is something more linear. A linear fixture would kind of spread an even light over your table, kind of bring down the roof, so to speak, make it a little bit more intimate. Yeah, we designed them specifically for over a table. But your table is a rectangle, so I would definitely do almost a version of that, but in a rectangle, and maybe in a colorway like that. So you've got your white glass going into an ombre with aqua at the bottom. I think that would be stunning.
I think it's pretty important to be working with local designers, and engaging Stephen Pickett on this very piece is quite an experience. I've always admired his work, and to know that I personally get to meet him and design a light for our space is incredible.
That's more or less what I had in mind.
Oh wow, this is gorgeous. Could we perhaps change the color of the frame?
Absolutely, yeah. I would suggest what we do is we do a white frame that'll blend with the glass. The glass must be the hero.
So Stephen, I think it's just about finalizing the dimensions, but yeah, I think we're good to go.
Awesome.
Awesome stuff, thank you. Excited.
Today I am meeting Kobus at his studio, and I'm here to check in on the progress of the wooden sculpture that he's making for us for our dining room. He's hard at work, his sketches look so cool, it's effortless for him. I would spend hours just to try and create one of the figurines that he just creates in seconds.
There is something a bit, in terms of gesture, quite interesting as well.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Yeah, it's a nice, confident pose, and then we've got a moving figure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some energy.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so what's next?
Well, I'll look at the drawing and kind of transfer the drawing onto the wood. When one draws the figure on, it's good to look at your side view, your front view, and then the top view.
Yeah.
So that helps us a lot to plan where we're going to cut away.
He has it all in his head and he's just mapping it out on this block of wood. It's amazing.
So let's do the first cut. Savage, ek gaan raas.
It was a block of oak and then he started chopping away at it and putting his chainsaw at one point straight through. It's scary and daunting for an outsider, but he knows what he's doing and seeing it come to life is just amazing.
Up next, hoping to wow the judges, Signature Shiraz commission an art piece that comes to life in a unique way.
At Easy Life Kitchens, we design kitchens and our clients bring them to life. Your vision, our expertise, the perfect kitchen.
Some things just don't need a glow up, but they still need maintenance.
Before Beulah left for Joburg to care for her mom, Fefe also traveled home to see her family and took the chance to visit the QuickHot headquarters to choose the perfect water heating system for their home.
I'm at QuickHot out in Benoni and I'm here to check out some gas-powered geysers. We need your help. We're busy with the project out in Paarl Valleij and it's an estate that has a gas line, so we're considering gas geysers. I don't know if you have any options for us?
We do. Let me show you around. Okay, so these are the two options we have. Firstly, we have a 13-litre gas mate, which is generally used for a single bathroom.
So the project that we're busy with has 4 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms.
Okay, well then this is the unit you want. 26-litre gas mate, forced fan unit, fully controlled with a keypad for the user. It's going to save you electricity because it's using gas. It's a nice compact unit, so there's no need for an additional geyser or any storage. And the water that comes out is instantly hot. On the control panel, you just switch on. You then select your temperature that you desire. And then we have a handy priority button, which means if you've got multiple keypads in the property and you've selected priority in your shower, nobody else can change the temperature on the other keypads.
Oh wow, I absolutely love that. So what about the installation? Is it an easy install?
Yeah, it's very easy. It's just a bit of plumbing, 2 plumbing pipes, hot and cold, and then we supply it with a gas line, and it can run outside.
I think this is the perfect unit for us. The fact that it's so compact means we don't need a lot of space. And how do I go about purchasing this?
Well, this is our showroom, of course, but we sell through our merchants, such as Buco.
That is super convenient for us because we are in and out of Buco all the time. It's exciting to see our project coming together and finally getting our water and power connection, because that means we're going to have a fully functional home very soon.
Hello.
Hi, Zanel. So dining room, is that what we're focusing on?
That's what we're focusing on, and you know, I have a big obsession and appreciation for the natural oak dining tables, especially that natural edge.
Awesome.
So looking for something that's a true showstopper.
You mentioned the live edge, which is one of our favorites. We absolutely love the natural aspect of it, the flows that the live edge creates. You can actually put any chairs with it and it'll work. So your live edge actually becomes the hero in your space, and then you just dress it with the chairs around it.
I love it. You make my mind come to life. It's everything that I've imagined, and I'm so glad that you're going to make it become a reality.
We are at the Red Gallery today in Cape Town, and we're looking for some interesting pieces that we can incorporate in our decor in-house signature Shiraz. I think we've played it a little bit safe in some of the previous challenges, so we're kind of thinking that we should go a little bit riskier and bolder this time.
Lee, I'm very excited to show you this. This guy came into my gallery about a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and he came in with this, I used to call it AI art, and he said, no, Dave, it's not AI, it's augmented reality, and I do it with a graphic pen and this, and it's a complex scenario. But now I want you to look at your app, and what the app does is it actually takes you into the painting, and you can kind of walk into the painting with the phone and come out, and you can look at it animating, and it's quite mind-blowing. You see?
Wow. I never knew this kind of artwork existed. It's amazing. I don't even have words. I think it will add a beautiful element to our space. So what we want for our artwork in the dining room is something that is funky, something that is modern, classical, something that is a conversation starter but with a dark theme. We're drawing inspiration from Paarl Valleij Lifestyle Estate because it has a doggy park and it's very dog friendly, and we want to bring that into the house.
Personally, why I got into digital art is because I don't know how to use a brush and a canvas. So I didn't let that stop me. I found something that I am good at, so I use a graphic pen and a tablet, and then I create my artwork that way. And I think it's the future. Every kid today is on their smartphones, so I think if people are going to be fixed into a device, then art will probably come from that.
Rossi has called the artwork that we commissioned Portrait in Shiraz. I particularly love it because there's a lot of burgundy in the painting, a lot of reds. I love how we incorporated like a dinner theme and incorporated the dogs, as well as this modern and classical, funky little features in the artwork that will just make our room pop. Yeah, it's definitely a conversation starter for around the dining table. Very happy.
I'm glad that you like it.
Today I am at Low Roots Design looking for a beautiful statement artwork, also maybe some statement furniture pieces for our dining and kitchen area. So many very interesting organic shapes you guys managed to get out of wood.
Yeah, we take rough timber and we plane it down and then we cut it into thin strips.
So these are some really complex shapes that you guys managed to create here. Is it bent by machine or bent by hand?
These are actually done by hand. Okay, Tian, so this is kind of a basic shape, but I mean, if you want it slightly longer or slightly wider, we can.
So how did you come up with this entire process? Like, what led to this?
It's actually freedom of expression. I think that's what I was trying to go for. This is the kelp light, inspired by kelp. When you go and dive under the water and you see the movement of the kelp, that is kind of what I wanted to do with the wood, is to capture that movement, but in a very unlikely material like wood, which we normally see as very straight and rigid.
We really love the playful nature and the shapes that you guys achieve here with the wood. You know, considering that we've used so much of this material, we actually want to showcase what it's capable of. Do you perhaps have any furniture pieces that could complement something like this?
Sure. I mean, there's actually a Devaneri chair where we actually combine the wood carving with this bent lamination.
The thing about the whole kelp art style is that it looks alive. It looks like it's dancing. And the thing about wood is it's also a material that is alive. So it kind of speaks to it. So we want to create that sense of aliveness in the room.
We're getting absolutely everything from Woolies. That's the crockery, the cutlery, all the pots, and yeah, just to fully stage our kitchen and make it fully functional. So I'm trying to find some cutlery, but it is between, you know, something a bit charcoaly and perhaps, just maybe, the brass set might just work, because we have a touch of both those colors in the house. I like it, it's really pretty. So the Madrid cutlery set it is. The mood we're going for in the dining room is like a cozy feel, because it accentuates the beiges that we've gone for in the house. The kind of table setting we're going for is very muted. You know, it needs to talk to the kitchen, and so we're looking for some texture because our dining table is also quite interesting. And I'm loving these. With a touch of white through the crockery, I think it's going to be a classic look. I'm thinking we go for a white set, which is classic, and I love that it's textured, so it's an interesting one, interesting set. Ah, some blue parts. Now that's right up our alley. And I love that they have a touch of brass, so that's definitely on theme. So these fit into our house because it's going to be the pop of color, and as we stage the kitchen, these are really going to stand out because we have a predominantly beige kitchen, and these are just the perfect touch.
Fefe also grabs a few convenient food items. As for part of the challenge reveal, each Joe must set up an inviting spread for the judges.
When the judges walk into our dining room, they are going to be so spoiled with all the food that's going to be there. And yeah, I don't think there'll be a dull moment because there's always going to be something to grab.
We're at Woolworths today to shop for our kitchen homeware and also to fill our pantry.
We are shopping things that smell nice, things that look nice, and Woolies is the perfect stop for that. They have everything. They even have our Shiraz color pots. So that's a very, very nice touch.
I'm going for food. I feel very comfortable in the food market because when I was studying, I used to work in the Woolworths food market. So yeah, I know the food are fresh, it's clean, and I know the preparation that goes behind it. We always have a family gathering with a nice gammon, honey glazed with some pineapple and also some cherries on there. Yeah, it reminds me of my childhood days. Working at Woolworths instilled in me some pride, some customer service, how to treat customers, how to work with people, and also to spot good quality.
It's a little bit crazy on site now. We have this beautiful wallpaper from Urtex. It's such an amazing combination. The texture is perfect. It's like a mismatch pattern, so it adds interest. Might be a conversation starter. And also, if you look how this wallpaper works with our beautiful natural edge solid oak dining room table that just arrived from Mood Collectives, it's a dream combination. Everything's coming together. As you can see, there's quite a lot happening on site still, so it's nerve-wracking, but it's very exciting at the moment.
We are at Larry Weed Design. We are here to pick up some really unique items for our kitchen, our dining room, and some extra lounge items.
These are molded pudding tiles, which I bought in the market. It was in France, but it's a cast steel pudding tile which we molded. It's either objects you can put in your house as just display, or we do beautiful artworks with it which can be wall mounted.
Something like a combination of these set up in a square would look lovely. I also really love these tortoise shells, because we've been celebrating natural elements and natural things. I think it's fantastic that we have the opportunity to have like natural items in our house without, destroying nature. It's that whole mixture of old, new, retro, modern, just bringing it all into like one big cohesive picture.
So the Memphis lights is called Memphis Light because of the Memphis design era. And we made them 100% design many, many years ago with a collaborator, and then, we evolved later on and created our own shapes.
We were thinking, considering that it's over a dining room table, we wanted to kind of like flip it horizontally and maybe like do something a bit more elongated. Also maybe incorporate some of the stone that we plan on using in the kitchen, which is the Paarl Rosso from Rudy's Choice marble. It would look spectacular.
We can certainly look at that. The only thing is when it's custom, we just need to re-engineer it a bit. But I'll get my designers to draw it out. They can figure it out how to customize it for you. But I'm sure it will look great.
We want to call this piece the Memphis Horizon. It'll give you that sunset feeling, that twilight feeling, golden hour.
Up next, it's a scramble to the finish line as deadline day approaches. Will the duos get done in time? Stand a chance to win a weekend away with your partner. Plus, you'll receive a 20,000 Rand Buco voucher. To enter, dial *120 *22442# and follow the prompts.
We're Carla,
Tito, and Mario, the CTM homemakers. Your partners in all things style, value, and DIY.
Thanks to Absolute Pets, I have the cutest little things that I can pack away in our scullery. It's everything from poo bags to little training pads, play balls. So we're gonna have loads of fun. This dog is gonna have the best life ever. The scullery at this point is coming together really well. I have a last minute DIY stain to do on this shelf from Buco, and then we are good to go.
Oh, we commissioned this piece from Rossi. And I'm so excited to be hanging it right now. We've also added another dog, which is a sculpture from Hanneli Kutsia. The artwork is made of recycled wood, screws, and glue. The lights above our dining table is from Wire World. It's a raffia. We really wanted to bring in the texture and the color to play on the natural tones in our house, as well as Shiraz theme.
Right on deadline, sculptor Cobus Lagrange arrives with the finished art piece for signature Shannon.
Oh, look at the shine.
Cool, yeah.
Kobus has made a beautiful art piece for our dining room, and we decided to name him Johnny because he looked like he's walking.
It's truly striking. It's different from every angle. It catches the light from every angle. I'm so happy to have it in our little picture box that we've created in our dining room. I think it's going to look stunning.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
very happy how it came out, and it was fun making Johnny.
Yes.
I'm super excited to see the Memphis Horizon light from Louis Reed being installed into the dining room. It's a fantastic piece. To see it with the marble and the cork and all of it just playing off of each other, it's such a striking, fascinating piece to look at. It's just a break from all the brutalist clean lines that we have in the house already.
So we are preparing with our goodies from Absolute Pets for our little fur baby to come move in here. His name's going to be Cooper. And we have all of these goodies. We have some general doggy care products. We have some toys. We have some grooming and some brushes. The little setup that we have in the corner of our scullery is dedicated for our little fur baby. Tiana and I just thought that this is going to make our space super duper cute.
Our cupboards are really full of secrets, but this is honestly the best one. This is what we call a really, functional pantry, and that's because we've got drawers all the way, and it just makes things so much easier to reach for. You don't have to push stuff out of the way to get to the stuff that's at the back. You literally just pull it out, and what's really nice is that you can put stuff that are different heights.
Each duo has been given a theme for the presentation with the judges, and we got the honors of doing the starters and the canapes, which just so happens to be my favorite thing to eat under the sun.
So for the woolly spread, we want to keep it as green as possible, get it back to the Shannon colors. We also plan on bringing some special elements in. I did send my mom to Woolworths to do some shopping, and she's making some lovely, lovely homemade condiments for us for the staging.
Essentially, we see our dining space as an extension of the kitchen. So it might be judged as separate spaces, but we did plan it as one.
Our signature Chardonnay has been given the dessert theme. There's marble pudding, there's chocolate cake, it's just everything you could ever want from Woolies. Thanks to W Cellar, we've got some drinks, so we are definitely sorted. Just the finishing touch. I think we're all good. I'm happy with the setting. I'm really excited to see how everyone feels about the space, but I'm really proud of this one.
The theme that we were given for our dining and kitchen is the main meal, the main course. Woolies provided from gammon to salads to meat platters, chicken. This is the most amazing spread.
I'm very happy how our kitchen turned out. I think it's beautiful. With the dining room, I don't know actually. It speaks to the kitchen, it speaks to our lounge area, which is one big open plan. But will it be enough for the judges? I think we did.
Hey, now let's be honest, it's been a long and challenging few weeks, but what better way to judge the main entertainment areas than with a party? And that's exactly why we have a host of guest judges to join in on the festivities. So you know what that means, right? Whew. Duos! Tools down! The judges have arrived.
This is a massive week for us. Kitchens is our core business, and there's always a lot of pressure on when it comes to Kitchen Week and the judging of Kitchen Week.
It's been great being a partner on My Design Rules this season. For the everyday homeowner to be able to see the versatility of Caesar stone and natural stone and how you can really incorporate it into your space is just so invaluable.
We would like to welcome you to our signature Shannon. We have decided to continue on with our color scheme. Here at the CTM Tiles, we've continued with our partnership with James Mudge for the furniture. We've worked with Marble Mill for the beautiful stone inserts in our cabinets for the dining room.
Our collaboration with local artists is very important to us because it links also to our collaboration with our sponsors, and if it wasn't for you who made this possible for us, so we wanted to personally thank you for making our design dreams come true.
The lights custom made, the pendants hanging over the...
So this light here is from Light Tree, and that one is a custom-made pendant from Laurie Weed.
Okay.
It's also a South African artist.
I'm loving the pop of the color green. Can you just tell me more why that specific color green?
So the green for us is very much tying in with our theme. Shannon is a green grape that they make a spectacular wine from.
The sage green is actually a very popular color in ceramics right now.
I think this is one of the new colors from PG Bison, the Area Verde.
Yes, it is. When we saw it, we fell in love with it. We had to have it everywhere. This is the Paarl Rosso marble from Rudy's Choice. You'll see that it's very alive. It's got all of the different colors of the house in it. It's got your rust tones, it's got your greens, it's got your slightly beiges. We have continued with our double bullnose detail. This is a bit more of a classic detail, but we thought, we'll bring it back in a fresh way.
Green is one of my favorite colors, and the use of the natural stone in the space on the central island, it's so inspiring.
Along with all of our amazing collaborations, my aunt actually made us these awesome aprons.
I also sent my mom on a shopping spree to Woolies, and she has made some homemade condiments, the jalapenos, the onions, the chili jam. Please enjoy.
These new range of Samsung fridges are quite a bit deeper than traditional fridges, and I think they've done a great job in being able to set it back without it standing proud of the cabinetry. So it's quite effective positioning of the fridge in the space.
Look, I have to talk about the stone.
It's a beautiful stone.
My heart is fluttering here. You've got everyone knows Caesar stone, it's an engineered stone, great in high traffic zones. So a lot of people might think, oh, natural stone, center island, but they've still got that durable Caesar stone on the back counters, and they've connected it to the dining space as well on the seated ledge there. And then to have this natural, earthy stone to complement it, I'm just thrilled to see this.
Something quite interesting with the cabinetry is how they've framed the preparation area with the hob and the sink with these triple doors on a folding door system, which is quite practical to be able to access the space behind it and put some of the countertop appliances away, and they can be hidden and not have to be taking up space on the counters. So Sudesh, my first impression of the scullery is the use of the space. They've been able to bring all of their appliances into the scullery, so it's functional to the kitchen side, and they've also taken their wall cabinets up to the ceiling to maximize the amount of storage space.
Yeah.
So I think it's really a good use of small space.
There's even a little surprise with the doggy section in the corner here.
Oh, wow.
It's got a nice flow from
It does.
space to space, yeah.
The
making quite a
innovation of the
statement,
use
yeah.
of the cabinetry and the stone in one space, I think, is very unique, and it looks really stylish.
This is very distinctive.
Yeah, it's quite a masterpiece.
Unforgettable. Absolutely stunning.
Definitely a conversation starter.
Yeah. And what I also loved was that they took offcuts and repurposed them to create the lights, like in the kitchen, but also in the dining room as well. So the art is like beautifully done.
And again, getting a local artist, Low Roots, to do this feature it's just a great way to bring in the wood element as well as that local feature.
Up next, the judges visit Team Signature Shiraz and Signature Chardonnay to assess their kitchen and dining spaces.
How much can you endure? This is how much we can. Caesar Stone, designed to endure life.
We are standing in our beautiful dining room area. We have a stunning feature artwork at the back from Rossi. It's actually quite the conversation starter. Not only is it quite bold to look at, it's also quite interactive. So all you have to do is open up your cell phone, open up the app, point your camera towards the art piece, and it actually moves.
Amazing. Augmented reality.
Yeah. So I'll leave the phone here and you guys can interact with it and have some fun.
To carry through the dark theme, we've got a beautiful sculpture just behind you from Hannele Coetzee, and she explores the fragile relationship between human and nature.
This house is designed and curated for a family. We have a beautiful, locally made, natural edge dining room table, and that links the kitchen area. So we've decided to take this part of our staircase and extend the kitchen joinery into what can be your coffee station, or it can serve as a service countertop area / bar when you want to entertain. Then we've gone with a very modern twist on what used to be a very traditional wineland style in the kitchen. Your traditional shaker panel that's plus minus a 60 mil, we've modernized it a little bit and we've gone with a very sleek, thin 20 millimeter shaker And we've paired that with a beautiful Caesar stone moment where we have the countertop wrapping up on the sides and across from that ceiling, highlighting the horizontal set of oak units that we have, and it highlights and frames that beautiful herb garden we have attached to the wall on the outside, giving us something to look towards. As I'm sure you can peek around that corner, you see a little bit of our scullery.
In theme with our Shiraz house, we've added some nice decorative tiles from CTM on the wall as a backsplash, and we've continued the veneer oak floating shelves, and we've got on the floor we've got CTM large format tiles, the Hilton Bone, which ties in with our very pared back colour of our kitchen cupboards.
I like the way that you've introduced the breakfast bar and the stools onto the island, so that if you are a family having breakfast, everyone can congregate around the island. I really like this coffee station with the pocket doors and the slab that they've continued through the island into the coffee station. It's a really nice functional space.
What I do love about it is that it feels classic contemporary. So there is detail like the wallpaper and the lighting, but it allows the owner of this house to bring their own personality in as well.
Also on my side, in terms of design language, I find everything angular. Everything's like rigid, it's quite masculine. Kind of interesting is this table, because it's organic.
Especially when you consider the trend has moved to a lot more rounded furniture.
This is the Moorland Fog Caesar stone, which you can see they've used a whole slab on the top, so it's really like holds its own in the space. And it's a 20 mil, but they've built up the edge here, which I really like because it makes you know, gives this impression of like a nice solid piece of stone.
I think the choice to go with the slim shaker is a smart move. It is definitely a door style that is on trend at the moment, and they've carried it through from both the Duco into the veneer finish, and I really love that look, and it really combines quite nicely.
I see they've gone with the brown Kit Kat.
It pulls through from the kitchen and the dining area into the scullery. I think the floating shelves are quite practical because you can see everything that's on them.
So cool.
Welcome to House Signature Chardonnay Kitchen and Dining. This is one of the best spaces that I think that we've produced. We love being downstairs. Just to dive in deeper into each of the spaces, in our scullery, we modified a few things. We moved some walls just to make it a bit bigger. Coming from the scullery, we have sliding doors. This is just so you can close the back of house when it's messy and you have guests and you just want to shut that away. We've used our gorgeous Caesar Stone Bianco Drift, and we've paired it with some lovely Kit Kat cream mosaic tiles that we think work perfectly together. Coming into the kitchen, we've carried on with the Bianco Drift, and we've also cladded our extractor just to create more of a focal point and have a modern feature in the kitchen. Now, when you look at the back wall, you'll see that we have a mirrored image of both sides. It's perfectly balanced, but what you'll know is that the two tall units are not exactly the same. The one is actually a pantry unit, and the other one is actually an appliance/coffee station. Coming into the dining, you'll see there's quite a lot going on here. We have a magnificent Stephen Pickus in our feature ceiling with Afro-Sam's slab. And then we have our gorgeous server here, which is custom made, and this is us bringing in the oak that we have from the primary bedroom, bringing it through all the spaces and tying to the kitchen slats as well. We made sure to accommodate a lot of people in the dining, just so that the family can have guests over and accommodate just more than themselves.
House Chardonnay makes you feel like you can breathe. There's space. Physically, there's enough space between the island and the dining area. The colors are not in your face. They're really relaxing and calming. Some might feel that they're playing it safe because of the color palette, but if you look carefully, there are actually some very clever accents in that space.
I like the stone cladding on the extractor.
Very clever use of it. It's got something really functional behind it that's not always very beautiful.
Yes.
And now it's a showstopper.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit, I guess we could call them almost like a bulkhead feature that's, you know, carries on down to the ground along the wall?
This is actually Beulah's baby. This is something that she's done in one of her other projects, and she literally designed all of it. But it was essentially to visually demarcate the actual dining. So even though it's an open space, you can still tell this is pretty much the dramatic, the beautiful dining.
From a design language point of view, there's harmony. Everything's just works together. It's just beautiful. done, and the taste level is incredible. And I love the pop of the black. What I like is that there's a balance between design, visual, aesthetic, and practicality. It's designed for a family. It's very practical, very logical. So there needs to be a balance between magic and logic.
So with the Samsung fridge, it was specifically accommodated to be there just so that we could get our perfectly balanced wall. It actually matches our paint wall, which is this light beige, and it has a touch of black. So it's just on theme for our house.
It works.
Yeah.
It really
Yes,
does.
it works well. House Signature Chardonnay feels extremely inviting. When I walk into the space, I immediately feel a sense of calm, and I feel like I'm at home and I don't even live there.
I'm loving this kitchen.
Yes. This entire space just feels so serene. For me personally, the symmetry I appreciate so much, because everything is extremely easy on the eye.
You both used the word harmony earlier.
Yes.
You walk in and you're like, this is relaxing.
There's a bit of asymmetrical
Yes.
detail
Yeah.
which speaks to the harmony, because you've got this curve
Yes.
underneath the counter, which is matched at the counter, which is very much a trend with the slatted look.
And it makes a beautiful statement at the same time, because you get to see this beautiful paneling as you walk in from the lounge. And I love that they've made provision for all your appliances in one cupboard, so it's all hidden and not visible in the space.
I love that. I never knew that was there.
And then it just doesn't end, because then you've got these very big drawers, which they've actually looks like they finished it off with like a texture in the middle. So
Linen finish,
a linen finish
product from PG Bison.
Yes,
Looks
so it doesn't-
fantastic on the cabinetry.
I do like the space a lot. They brought in the darker accent on the Easy Life Kitchen's cabinetry,
Yes.
but then the crisp white Kit Kat tile from CTM, and then the Bianco Drift Caesar Stone. I think you've got all these lovely colors connecting.
I love that this gallery doesn't feel like a neglected space. But again, the most special part about this for me is that you can close it off.
Chardonnay, for me, have done almost everything right, except the one thing I did notice was the dishwasher in the scullery was sticking out quite substantially, so they probably didn't take that into consideration when they did their measurements.
I think this is the perfect angle to look at this house from.
Absolutely.
Because again, the word of the day when it comes to Signature House Chardonnay.
Harmony. Absolutely. Even the light feature, if you look at that, this is very much tones of white wine. And it also has this tranquil feel to it. Quite special. Must look amazing when it's lit up at night.
Up next, with 12 signature bottles up for grabs, the judge's decision could swing the leaderboard.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, wunderbar.
Contestants, welcome back. You all made it, and I definitely think you can be proud of yourselves, especially as we take steps further to that finale and that grand prize of 600,000 Rand compliments of Capitec, of which 300,000 Rand goes to the duo that has the most signature bottles at the end of this entire season. I can tell you though that there's something quite interesting about this challenge, because one of our duos has won 6 bottles for both the kitchen and the dining area. Yeah. So someone's gonna be walking away with 12 signature bottles.
One team is gonna take 12 bottles.
Do you wanna get into it?
What?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so let's start with third place. And with 8 signature bottles, House Signature Shiraz. Obviously what this means is that one of these boxes has our winner and 12 signature bottles. So in second place for this challenge with 10 signature bottles, we have House Signature Shannon.
Oh my word. Well done, Titi.
Well done, Titi.
Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Clearly what this means, for the first time on our second season of My Design Rules, our winner with 12 signature bottles, House Signature Chardonnay!
Well done, Pepe. Well done, Pepe.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Finally! Your potential's been realized. Oh, you gotta talk to me about this.
This feels like a dream. I'm crying for you. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Wow. Jeez, I'm speechless. I really don't know.
Currently, as it stands, House Signature Chardonnay and Shiraz are now tied neck and neck. So, House Signature Shannon, they're catching up.
It's not just the judges who decide our winners. Remember, you have a say in who walks away with the 100,000 Rand viewer prize by voting for your favorite duo on mydesignrules.tv. Your votes have Team Signature Chardonnay in the lead, followed by Signature Shiraz. Will this change? That's up to you. While you're online, head over to our social pages and answer our social media question to stand a chance of winning 5,000 Rand for yourself, courtesy of Capitec. This week, we want to know which kitchen and dining space is your favorite. Make sure you include hashtag #BankOnBetter and hashtag #MyDesignRules. Competition closes midnight, Sunday, 7th December. T's and C's apply.
Ooh, this is lovely. Winning the kitchen and dining challenge, that's a big one. Something that we're really counting on, and I'm glad that we're able to pull it off. So cheers. We're having our Woolworths celebration moment at an indoor go-karting place today, and I'm doing it with somebody very, very special. That is my son, Malachi. We're having a great time. We're adventure buddies. We're like this. Me, him, and everything that's got to do with adventure and adrenaline. Yeah, we're there.
If you see it's going too fast for you, just let go, decide, right? Sharp, sharp.
I've been go-karting since I must have been like around Malachi's age. Quite the adrenaline junkie actually, so I love being behind the wheel, doesn't matter which one. The 5,000 Rand gift card. The guy that I'm go-karting with today, he needs Christmas clothes, so that's what that's gonna go towards. I am at home at the moment because I got a call on Sunday night say that my mom was injured and she had gone into emergency surgery. I had to rush home and yeah, just take care of her. So I'm here. I would love to be back in Paarl. I would love to be on site in the mix of things, putting things together. You know, the actualization of an idea is so much better than working on it on a computer, I must be completely honest, you know. At the same time, I also understand the need to be there with my mother in this difficult time, so I want to be in both places. Listen, we won the double challenge that mattered. My message to Fefe, I think that she's doing a great job holding it down while I'm away, and I hope that I can be back soon and we can continue and hopefully really just kick butt.
Next time, our duos complete the inside of their homes. And this is the first space that anyone will see when they enter the house. And you know that first impressions can make or break our duo's ability to win this competition. So, we'll see you next time.
My Design Rules was brought to you by Capitec. Bank on better.
Another feel-good production.